Now, Strong's Concordance has a lot of good information, that's quite clear, but the difference between adoni, that's spelled Adoni, and Adonai, which is spelled Adonai, is huge. It's the difference between God and man, and there is no greater difference of category between God and man. So it's absolutely essential that you understand that Adoni, that's the way you pronounce it in Hebrew, it has a letter I at the end, Adoni, which occurs no less than 195 times in the Bible, is a special form of the word Lord. The word Lord is Adon. The word adoni means a non-deity Lord. This is very, very important because the most important psalm by far is Psalm 110:1, whereas many of you as good Bible students know that we read of an oracle, a saying from Yahweh, that's the one God, given to Adoni, my Lord. That's not another God. God doesn't speak to God. That would absolutely destroy the unitary monotheism of the Bible. Jesus, in other words, was not a Trinitarian. That is ready to get things backwards because he didn't live in the days of the Trinity. He lived in the days of the one God of Israel in the Shema, where you find that Lord our God is one Lord, is one person, not two, not three. Jesus brilliantly recorded, by the way, in Mark's Gospel in Mark 12, you'll find that Mark has Jesus there talking to a friendly Jew. And the Jew checks him out. He says, Jesus, tell me, I want to know what's the greatest, the most important, the superlatively greatest commandment of all? And it's not love your neighbor. That's very important. That's the second command. What is the first command? And Jesus answered by quoting Deuteronomy 6, verses 4 and 5, where the Lord our God is one person, one Lord. So the difference between Adoni is absolutely colossal. Psalm 110, verse 1 says that Yahweh, the one God, speaks to my Lord, lowercase l, it should be. Your translation should not have a capital L on there necessarily. It means my master, my human Lord. So if you've learned something useful this evening, it would be that Adoni, human Lord, is always to be distinguished precisely and carefully from Adonai, which means the one Lord God. And back to the original question, Strong's Concordance, alas, does not show you that difference. That's a very great weakness in Strong's, good as it is in many ways. So you'll have to look a little further and consult a rabbi, talk to a friend, a Jewish friend, if you have one. Ask him, what's the difference between Adoni and Adonai? And he'll smile and he'll say, well, that's huge. Adonai is the Lord God. Adoni is the non-human Lord. Occasionally an angel can be called Adoni. So very occasionally, about 11 times altogether. But altogether, 195 occurrences of Adoni in the Old Testament, where you're to think of a human being, not God.
Thanks. Just an added
Yeah,
question. In
yeah,
Strong's Concordance, as you can
yes,
see there, this is from Bible Hub.
yes.
Can you explain why they translated, as you see there, as my Lord with capital L? Is that what Adonai means?
Well, it probably means the Lord. The I on the end there is supposed to emphasize Lord, the great Lord, the one mighty Lord, not my Lord. No, my Lord would be Adoni, spelt as it should be with a lowercase l, because Abraham and Esau and David and the kings of Israel are addressed as Adoni, but they're never addressed as Adonai. So Adonai probably means the supreme, ultimate one Lord God, the same person as Jehovah or Yahweh. It doesn't matter how you pronounce it. That's not an issue in the New Testament.